sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Texans are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against that Jets team that will need to deal with them all game. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5". This is Bilal Powell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Coming in, carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And tough starting field position here. From the end zone, Watson. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down throw. Watson fights loose. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Good move at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Watson. Caught left side Hopkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His passing has been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they started this drive in as tough a spot as you can at their own 1, so they're able to march it into field goal range and get 3.
I thought that was a very poised, dare say classy sort of a drive. Backed up in the shadow of your own end zone, yet you come out of it and put points on the board. Well executed.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Houston in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guy's trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdown. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
Now it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. First and 10, Watson throwing the out route and complete. That's Fuller. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down, it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now McGuire, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Oh, another one. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Steve McClendon, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some space here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Oh, no, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Dawson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Come on, let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold?
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go! Brad 38!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! What? 90!
They go play action here on 1st down. Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Houston. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They're going to look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run the counter now on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle it behind the line. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard near the 25. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Dawson's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but his second field goal makes this now a 6-3 score.
And this would be the definition of winning ugly. Now you need to continue to ride your defense and hope that you can make this fourth quarter lead stand up.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And he's got Moncrief. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Novak out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Holding, receiving team.
So we raise the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for Houston, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we